Now, is there something you have to, oh, okay. All right, got it.
Got it.
Now, you have to share my desktop, I believe. Is there anything I have to do?
Yeah, you have to click share screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're going to do, if you're sharing your thing, then you're going to click share screen and you're going to share whatever the screen is that has it. There you go.
There you go.
And
There we go.
all right. Now, let's see.
Aw.
That. There, let me back up because I was fiddling. All right, there, that's Donald there on the right.
And Bobby and
Bobby and
Chuck.
Chuck, of course. This is funny because this is where we are seated right now. Looks a little different over our shoulders. There's a piece of art and a table that weren't there in this, but this is the same spot with Louise there, of course.
Oh, cuties.
The other end of the room. And that's Lou.
Oh, with Ada.
Ada in front of Louise's first house in Sebring.
Who's that?
Aw.
Rachel.
Baby Rachel.
That's Rachel.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, that's so cute.
There again, it's
Oh
Rachel
my
and
God.
Louise.
Okay.
wow.
This is
Oh,
in her
wow.
teenage bad glasses phase.
Oh my gosh.
The
Those are
hearing
fabulous.
Would be back
Okay,
in
so
style
she-
these days
remember
anyway.
that one. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's right in front of the Golly G, which was Grandpa
Golly
Ed's
Gee?
boat.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, she looks so much like Ed there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does a little bit.
That was in New York, right?
Yeah, on Fire
Yeah, Long
Island.
Island.
Definitely New York.
There's Louise at her birthday. Happy birthday, Louise.
Oh.
Bobby and
First,
who's
it's
that on the
always
left?
day after
Just
mine.
friends,
Friend.
you know, friends.
Yeah, same group of friends.
There's Ada.
Grandma
Pete,
looks crazy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Crazy
Ada
nice.
always looks the same.
So that's
Yeah.
great grandma and great grandpa Ward. So those are
It's a
Straight
history
out
of
of
not
Ukraine.
smiling.
Roberta and
Ward.
Louise's grandparents.
Oh my God.
And their name was Ward.
Wow.
And that's Louise with George Price, who was her first husband.
Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah.
Moving
First
on.
husbands. Whatever. There's baby Louise.
Oh.
adorable.
Precious. Little precious.
Look at the vaccine, Mark.
Oh, I know.
Oh, gosh.
You're scarred.
Hey, we've
for
got it
life.
on the inside now.
Yeah, right.
There she is again.
Oh.
So Grandpa Ed took all of these pictures and developed them himself because he had a dark room.
Wow.
Nice.
The hard part is he's not going to be in them then.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right.
Well,
Most
yeah,
of
yeah, most of them he's not
Yeah.
in them. Yes.
He's not in. He's an
Great.
excellent photographer though.
Great photo chops for sure.
So this is at a wedding with, I think that's Michael Fluss in that picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So everyone's
Of course.
dressed up at the wedding.
Ed and Ada.
Beautiful.
Bobby looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh
she
my
does.
God.
And then there's the, I think that's at Ada's birthday party. When they were living in Florida, in Sebring.
Oh.
That's obviously Florida. The
Yeah,
Mhm.
elephant ear,
yeah.
same spot. Ed.
And that was in front of their house on Matthews Avenue. That bench.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a picture of you there, Vicky, and of me too.
Oh, cool.
And that's at, I think that's at Ada and Ed's house, inside
I
the
think it
house
is.
on Matthews
I
Avenue.
recognize that lamp.
Yeah, that's in New York.
Yeah, that is their house.
And there's Pepper, little Pepper bird.
So many of his feathers.
I know.
I don't still have them. But
And there's Mom and Louise in front of her little house in Florida.
Oh, nice.
That address is Louise's cell phone code, so I'm glad you can't see it. Be a security breach.
Yeah. And there they are playing duets, which they love.
Oh,
I'm sorry I keep messing with the pictures. I set this thing on the wrong track right from the beginning, so it's auto advancing. So I'm messing with the arrow keys to keep the pictures
good.
visible longer.
So that's some people they knew on Fire Island where they'd go and, spend time going out on Ed's boat.
cute.
And that's Louise looking very tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ada too. Of course, those are in the days before sunscreen, like nobody wore
The
sunscreen.
days of
Baby oil.
coating yourself in baby oil and baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
with
grandmother-
iodine in it.
My grandmother did it, and it cost her.
But everyone was tan and beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look, she went to a photo booth in that.
Oh, how cute.
I know, she's such a little cutie.
Fun to see her as like a young woman. I'd never seen any of these pictures.
Me
It's really
neither.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, she's so beautiful. Their bad glasses phase again.
Too many
And those
prints.
are fun in a quirky way, though.
Now look, oh, this next one I love. It's my favorite picture. of
Yeah,
her.
Ah,
Can you believe? Look at that.
that's her?
Yes.
My God, I thought it was
Yeah.
like a Wisconsin Dells or something. some
Well,
like water show.
she did work like that. Didn't she work at Busch Gardens or something?
Who
Do-
Yeah,
knows?
Busch Gardens
She
is where they have the water
she's-
show.
Yeah.
really was an amazing water skier.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How random.
And there she is I think she did synchronized swimming too.
Yep.
She did. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Look at those blocks
And
on the pedals.
I'll have to, well,
She
I'm
couldn't
gonna
reach the
share my little thing about Louise. I'll tell you the most important thing she taught me, but not yet.
Oh, not yet. All right.
Look at that.
So that's Greg and Julie.
Oh,
Yes?
Yeah.
man.
No, that's Louise.
No, that's us. That's
with
me on the
Julie and
lap.
Vicky.
Oh, that's Vicky. Okay.
And look at those
Yeah.
pillows. Like those have come back in style now.
Oh my God, we literally saw it at Pillow
Full
at
circles.
home a week ago.
Yeah, we did. I told you we used to have pillows like that.
Vicky, were you in PT for your arm back in this shot too?
Yes, apparently. Look at that arm.
No.
That arm is troubled, you can tell.
It's
No,
taken a while,
this-
but you know.
Free any injury at
emotion.
all. I was newly made there.
And look, little baby Louise. And I love Ada's hair in that picture.
Yeah. Wow.
Dark
That little
lipstick.
wave.
Ada had it going on.
Oh, yeah.
Her
And
glasses are
the
even cooler.
carriage.
Oops.
The carriage blows me away. Like-
Hmm.
Oh, look at Roberta there,
That's a
just
damn
looking
thing.
all
Uptown.
uptown fashionable with her hat.
Yeah, sophisticated
Very
Oh,
New
yeah.
York.
compared to the bunny.
This is such a little
She looks like
pudding.
W.C. Fields.
She's a pudding face. So sweet.
Anyone who dressed her up like this needs to
Yeah.
hear about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a price to be paid for that.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember that table? That's why I put this one in.
Yes, I do
Right?
remember that.
Because we
Yeah,
would go hide under that table. It just
We
was like
would.
that's what it was made for.
absolutely.
Would hang out there at Grandpa's house. And of course, what
Oh.
family
Oh, yeah.
photo
Oh.
montage would be complete without bathing suits?
The
Is this,
Feldstone.
is this her house
Bathing
on
suit.
Sebring Avenue?
No,
No, different.
different pool.
And
Different
Morgan-
pool.
Different.
And there's Ada, right? She's the
Oh
one.
my
who-
God.
they
And her
go-
famous line, I grow them from a pup.
Yes. Oh my God. So
Grew
funny.
them from a pup.
Ah,
She did good. Aw. Of course, you know
Aw,
why I put that in.
Cutie patootie.
Right, this next one's precious.
Oh, yeah.
Aw,
They caught a fish.
They do.
sure. We caught got a ton of flounder.
That is a flounder. I
Yeah,
think.
that is a flounder.
Yeah.
And there they are again, playing the piano. There's the two sisters.
All right, I spent about 20 minutes on that one in Photoshop, trying to get some detail out of the shadows. It was pitch black.
You've done good.
But I'm telling you, for old ladies, they look pretty good. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
both well over 50 in that picture.
Yeah.
So there's hope.
I love that one.
Yeah.
And there's Louise on her birthday. They surprised her. They did a surprise party.
Look at the little curls in her hair.
Extensions.
Her giant cake.
Oh my.
Jesus,
It's all
Holy
over.
moly.
a lot of cake.
This next picture is also one
That's
of
her
my favorites.
50th. This is her
Yeah,
50th.
her 50th birthday.
This one. Oh no, that
Look at
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Doing a back dive. And she's over 50 years old in that shot, or maybe right at 50.
How
Wow.
could you tell? From her toes? Like, how do you know?
Yeah, she's doing a back dive off the edge of the boat. Look at her.
that was a sailboat.
Yeah. Yeah, off the edge of a sailboat. There they are.
Oh,
Because we live in bathing suits.
Mhm.
Have them at all times. And there's Pepper again.
Pepper.
Pepper.
That's the end of the show.
Aw.
beautiful.
All right, now I need to zoom back.
Stop, stop this. It's the pictures of the sisters together that got to me. I don't know about you.
For sure. Absolutely.
So now you have to click the green thing on top that says stop the
Oh, way up there. Okay,
stop the share on top.
stop the share.
you
There
go.
we are.
Aha.
Hey.
All right. So
All
This
right.
was only my third Zoom meeting. So I'm not
You're
very
doing great.
adept.
Only my 3,000.
Yeah.
3,000 Zoom meeting. Okay.
Yeah, but speaking of 3,000, so one of the things that I learned, because I didn't know her, but one of the things that I learned about her, I learned about the music, so I'm wearing my musical kippah. One of the things that I learned about her was that she had a childlike sense of wonder.
Oh yeah.
And so I keep this short and sweet, but let me see this. But I chose this reading instead for her. I didn't choose all the same things. Some things we keep are traditional, but this one I thought was beautiful. It says, and the child asked, "Tell me of life." And the sage answered, "Life, my child, is a mystery. We do not ask to be born, nor do we even understand the meaning of birth, of creation. We grow and we experience life's pleasures and pains. We love, and slowly, oh so slowly, we come to realize that we have become, that we are. At that moment, we humble ourselves before the mystery of life and quietly say, though I knew not, I have been granted the most precious gift of all, the gift of life." And the child asked, "Tell me of death." And the sage answered, "Death, my child, is a mystery. It's the inevitable return of the gift of life, the gift which came free to us. We live as the trustee of that mysterious being, of that unexplainable becoming. Yes, you and I are but the trustees of life. We nurture it, we delight in it, we give of it to others. And at the appointed time, we sadly, yet with pride, return it from whence it came. The beauty, my child, is that we are. What we have become remains long after the gift has been returned. It remains as a precious keepsake with our loved ones who live on. El malei rachamim shochen b'mromim, hamsei menucha nechona tachat kanfei hashchina, and kedoshim uteorim kezohar harakia, ma'izhirim et nishmata shalcha לעולמה. בעל הרחמים יסתיריה בסתר כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרו בצורה חיים את נשמתה. אדוני הוא נחלתה, ותנוח בשלום על משכבה, ונאמר amen. Which meant, may the source of life the fountain of all being, open our hearts to compassion and our eyes to wisdom, that we might glimpse in perfect peace and sadness the way of all things. May Louise's memory be for us a blessing, and may we never let the light of her love grow dim in our hearts. May we remember all her worthy and righteous deeds, that her memory be forever bound up in the bond of life. God is our source and our destination, our beginning and our end. May Louise's death awaken us to this truth, that the bond of love we shared and share not be severed in sorrow. May she rest in peace. And together we say, Amen.
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 And I tried to, you see that I had to, I took it from a rabbi manual and it says his and her and all these things in the middle of it, and I had to try to squish it in there. But I tried to only choose translations and readings that I thought matched to some extent your belief system, but mostly trying to allow her to have a Jewish memory memorial service, but also her other beliefs. So I'm trying.
Yeah.
May the love and eternal connection of our souls give us strength as we turn to recite the words hallowed by time, sanctifying the name of God. We honor Louise's memory with the words of Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. I hope that's not too small. This is for
Oh,
us
you
to
had it. Okay.
Mhm.
I went and printed it out.
Good. You've got it just in case. Good.
Yeah.
So we would say together. And I want to remind you that if she is not your immediate relative, you are not obligated to say it. But something feels really important about the fact that she didn't have anybody else left to say it for her. So for us to take on that responsibility is an honor. We say, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah ve'alma
Be'alma
divra
divra
v'yamlich
kirute.
malchutei b'chayachon
Hayakon u'b'mayakon
v'chayei
u'yihei
b'chol
b'chol
Beit
Beit
Yisrael
Yisrael.
ba'agala
Ba'agala u'b'zman
karim.
karim. Amen.
Amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah
Abba
Mevarach
mevarach
La'alam
la'alam
Olamei
l'alei
Omayim
amaya.
Yitbarach
Yitrach
v'yishtabach
v'yishtabach
v'yitpa'ar
v'yitpa'ar
v'yitraman
v'yitraman v'yitnaseh.
v'yithadar
V'yitadar
v'yitalech
v'yitalel.
v'yithalal Shemei
Shmei
Dekudshah
dekudusha brich.
Barichu Le'ela min kol
Min kol
birchata
birchata
v'shirata
v'shirata.
tushbechata
Tushbachata
v'nechemata
v'nehemata.
da'amiran
Da'amiran
b'ema v'emru.
v'imru.
Amen.
Amen.
Yehe
Yehesh
Shalama
lama
Rabba min
raba min
Shemaya
shamaya.
V'chaim
V'chayim
aleinu
aleinu
v'al kol
ve'al kol
Yisrael
Yisrael.
v'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom
Oseh shalom
b'mromav, hu
b'mromav.
ya'aseh
Hu
shalom
ya'aseh shalom.
aleinu v'al kol
Aleinu ve'al
Yisrael
kol Yisrael.
v'imru amen.
Amen.
May the Holy One of Blessing,
Blessing
from whom
from
all
all.
things come and to whom all things return, give us light
Light
and peace on this day of grief and mourning.
and
And may our
and
service of memory for Louise
for Louise bring comfort and strength.
strength. Adonai Natan v'Adonai Lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorach. With Job, we've said, God you've given, God you have taken away. Blessed be the name of God. May the memory of Louise be a blessing as we mark that her essence will never leave our hearts and souls. Now, since it's just us, but the traditional thing we're supposed to say to the mourners are Hamakom Yinachem Etchem B'toch Shaarei Velei Tzion Yerushalayim. May God console you with all who mourn in Zion and Jerusalem. Now go forth in peace to life. But I had one more thing that I found. That's supposed to be the end. But I found this and I wanted to share this with you. A prayer from Louise to us. Grant spiritual strength to those dear to me, so that they may recall me as I once was, a person who once loved life. May they be able to remember the light that once filled my life. Endow them with peace of mind and with the faith to complete what I began to accomplish when I was living fully. Let them cling to life after my death.
Wow.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
But at this time, we suggested that maybe you have hopefully a happy memory that you might want to share of her. Let everybody share something happy.
I'll go first, if I may.
Thank
I'm in the computer tech support business, and I've helped Louise for many years with her desktop computer issues. And when we brought her to the wonderful assisted living where she lived the last year of her life. I bought her first smartphone with great fear
Oh,
and
yeah.
trepidation. I have taught other elderly ladies, elderly men to deal with their first smartphones, and it never went well.
Yeah.
Never. But with Louise Pankuch, it did. She grasped that thing like nothing I've ever seen in my life. And she learned how to text instantly.
Sent emojis.
Sent emojis. Day 2, she had every emoji in the book. She couldn't reply to emails very well because I realized after several months, she thought email and text were the same thing. But once we got that ironed out, she flew. She called, Lord knows she could call.
Yeah.
It was just amazing to see. So
Yeah.
that's one of my most impressive little memories of Louise.
Yeah. Yeah. She took to texting like a duck to water. She was amazing.
Totally. She was my text buddy.
Oh,
Yeah. And remember she'd put little notes and hearts.
Oh, always ended with the music notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the music notes. It
Yeah.
was so sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Was
Well,
touched.
Can I go next, I guess?
Sure.
And I'm going to apologize because I'm not a very good contemporaneous speaker. So I actually wrote a little thing because that's what I do. As long as I knew her, she was always a joyous person, despite the circumstances. She was happy and upbeat, a rare thing and something to treasure. As a young woman, I remember her as spunky and up for adventure. As kids, we saw her when visiting our grandparents in New York. Our grandpa had a very small boat, the Golly Gee, at Long Island Sound, and Louise came fishing. And I particularly remember looking for horseshoe crab shells and mermaids' purses, which Louise explained to us were actually discarded shark egg sacs because she was super smart and knew all this stuff. Indeed, her girlish nature hid a keen intellect. She was a smarty who graduated from Columbia Nursing School and practiced nursing for many years. She also was a musician, and I'll let Julie speak to that. I particularly love that she had an obsession with adult coloring books that led to a gigantic collection of colored pencils, like super wonderful artist colored pencils that I'm actually super envious of. And hopefully they went to a school or an art class. She was thoughtful with her family and never failed to make personalized cards for everyone's birthday and anniversaries. And she colored them with those pencils, of course, and always included a parrot feather when she had her beloved Pepperbird. I'm so happy that she found a living partner later in life. Donald adored her and treated her like a princess, and she deserved every bit of it. They got to travel and enjoy some great times before he passed. My absolute favorite story about Louise was actually told to me by Julia. Okay, this is a little long, but bear with me. She and Donald drove from Florida to visit Julia's family, and our parents met them there. Louise and Donald brought a gift of tons of homegrown grapefruits and oranges. I'm not sure of the exact, but there was some chance that our mom would want to either go back with them to Florida or to San Antonio. And Louise smartly wanted to have the visit with her sister be the right amount of time, not too much. So she and Donald removed the back seats from their car because there was no other way to fit all those grapefruits.
Yes.
Yeah. And there really were that many.
Oh, we saw it.
I remember the trunk full of grapefruits.
As
Yeah.
anticipated,
Yeah.
Mom did want to travel with them, but there was nowhere to sit.
What can you do?
What can you do?
It is her sunny disposition that stands out most. And I'm glad I was able to talk to her regularly these last couple of years. And hopefully I was a friendly voice to help her through some tough times.
There were.
I'm really happy to have had her in our family. Be at peace, Louise, my dear Aunt Louise.
Hey.
Wonderful.
Aw. Okay, I'm gonna talk next. So I told you I would share that Louise taught me it's gonna look really goofy, but Louise taught me a really, really, really important thing. So as you know, Louise, she loved to swim. You're ready. Okay, don't.
Oh, I know what you're about to do.
Okay, she loved to swim, and when I was little, you know, I would get water up my nose, and I didn't know how to blow bubbles under the water. And so she said, well, just do this. And she proceeds to go like this. And she could seal her nose with her upper lip, and apparently so can I. So ever since I was a little girl, hey kitty, I would seal my nose that way, and that's how I go underwater. And literally every time I do it, I think of her. So, you know, she'll always be in my memory for that, because she taught me how to go underwater. And she said that that's what she learned when she was doing synchronized swimming. Okay, so who else can do it? Can anyone else do it?
And you know, I've tried.
I think Greg does it without thinking about it.
But I don't even think about it. I mean, it's like it happens automatically.
You and Greg
So-
both do it sometimes. Just
Okay,
do it.
Michael, I'm not going to put
Can
you on
you
the
do
spot,
it?
but he does have a hidden stupid human trick along those lines.
Okay, what is it, Michael?
Oh, the clover.
The clover.
Can do the
I think
clover
a lot
tongue.
of us can do the
The
clover. right?
clover tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
Yeah,
have.
I saw it was cat o'clock. Have you guys met Tom before?
Hey, Tom.
No.
This is my
Oh,
cat Tom.
Oh, Tom's cute.
Yeah, we
like
got
it.
all the
We got
cats
something
out.
to
It's
show
cat
off too,
time.
whenever it's
Well,
done.
so then the
Aw, all the
other thing that was amazing about Louise, Vicky mentioned about her music, and to say that she was an accomplished pianist is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, she could play Liszt on the piano, which is probably the most difficult composer to play. And you know, she just was incredible on the piano, and you know, really gifted, you know, so that was cool. Anyway, and you know, like Vicky said, so joyous, so always a little childlike, a little gullible, but you know, just saw the world through rose-colored glasses. You know, she just felt like every moment on this earth was something to be treasured. And you know, that's saying a lot from somebody who was so plagued by ill health, and you know, from the very early days of her life, you know, was not able, you know, was kind of, you know, just really
What's one thing after another?
downtrodden. Yeah, it
There's
was
so
one
many-
thing after another,
many
and
things.
so many things, and yet she just always had this faith in life, and treasured every moment. And it's an important lesson that
And
she
I,
taught me, for sure.
if I
And
could add something to that strength she had, her final days at the hospice house, they were unable to give her fluid. Her veins were collapsing and her kidneys weren't working and all these things. And usually when a person can't have fluid and you're so broken down like that, you've got about 3 days before you die from dehydration. Louise went 6.
yeah,
So, and the
Amazing.
hospice nurses were stunned at that.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were a little
She
bit.
just wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Was it that same visit when they brought the trunk of citrus with the spicy chicken? Was it the spicy?
Spicy cake.
No.
No, that wasn't the spicy cake
Oh.
visit.
The,
His grandma was here.
That
for
we
that.
got Popeyes and the spicy was too spicy for her.
Yes.
And then we gave it to the cat and the cat ate it.
Yes, that happened. Because
Okay.
she
Oh,
went
the
on and
shame.
on about how Popeye's chicken was way too spicy.
I remember.
The cat
Yes.
ate it.
The
And
cat
then,
ate
and
the
then I
spicy-
think a Beta Man ate it.
The cat's
Yeah.
first pepper exposure.
Yeah.
Still, okay, wow.
I remember
Amazing.
that. I do remember that.
I don't think cats can taste peppers.
Maybe
I don't
Was
think
not.
that what it
spice
is?
affects them. So it probably it was like, this is the delicious meal.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
probably super excited.
They love the
Yeah,
fat.
they like the
Yeah.
fat
Yeah.
and the
Fried
chicken
chicken, delicious.
Yeah.
texture.
Oh.
I remember that, and I do remember all the feathers from Pepper and all the birthday cards.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
And she had all those stepkids. Think of how many people she was sending birthday cards to.
How did
Yeah.
Pepper
Oh,
have
yeah.
any
That
feathers?
poor bird.
Yeah,
its
how
feathers
did
were
he have
gone.
any feathers?
He kept plucking them.
Like,
Poor
Do
Pepper.
y'all know how she came to
Oh,
have Pepper
wow.
as a pet? Does anyone know that story?
no.
Okay, so I'll try to keep it short, but a friend of hers had Pepper. It wasn't her bird. And this friend said, can you watch my bird for a couple of weeks? And Louise didn't know from birds. She was just like, well, okay, I'll do it because I'm your friend. Well, the bird, like birds are very affectionate actually. And the bird was very enamored of Louise and just took to her and really liked her. And Louise was like, wow, I didn't know birds could be affectionate. And they got along and she kept the bird for a couple of weeks. The friend came to pick up the bird, took the bird back to her house. And then about a week later, she called Louise. She says, you have to come get this bird. Because Pepper was bereft. Just was completely like, she said, he's molting. I
He's
don't know what to
depressed.
do with him. He's depressed. And this is true bird behavior. The bird had attached himself to Louise and that was it. That's who he wanted. So literally this friend gave the bird to Louise as her pet because she felt like she can't make him suffer.
Yeah.
So the bird became her pet. Then years later, when Louise met Donald, Pepper didn't like Donald.
Yeah, I remember that.
So then she had to give the bird to someone else because he didn't like Donald.
See, I kept the bird and told the man.
Yeah,
goodbye.
well, yeah, we all know how that went. Yes, Rachel, with your little stud muffin cat there. But yes, she kept Donald because cockatiels actually live a long time. So, they can live up to 40 years, I think.
Show off our pets.
Yeah,
Is
come
there
here.
time for-
Y'all want to see some, we don't have cats over here, but we do have two little guys that
Yes.
want
Break
to
out the
say
grams.
hi.
Oh, the little grams. They're so freaking
Come
cute.
here. Lachlan. Wait, get down. And then pop up. Come right
Now it'll
here.
be a surprise.
Make sure
Yeah,
they make
wait,
noise. If they make noise, then we get to see them.
Okay, ready? Now stand up slow.
Hi, Lachlan.
So who do you know? Who's that? Emily. And there's Alistair. And
Guys.
they're hanging out with us till we have mac and cheese and whatever. Oh, and we're gonna make ice cream. We have
That's
all
so
kinds.
exciting.
We have good plans and they're hitting each other. So do you want to know who all these people are? Wait. So Michael, say hi.
Hello.
That's Michael, cousin Michael. And that's my sister right there
Hey.
with the glasses.
I guess I'm
And that's
second
Rachel,
cousin Vicky.
And that's my friend Jana. And that is Vicky's husband, David, over there.
He's the back.
Hi there.
He's the backlit guy. You can't really see him.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
whatever. We
Lighting
don't
isn't
care.
working
You're
very well.
nothing to look at,
Oh.
whatever. So,
True.
yeah, it's all right. But you play a mean game of tennis. So there you go. Anyway,
did.
so these guys are hanging with us. We're so glad they're here.
Oh,
Super sweet. So, and there were some kitty cats earlier, but I don't know where they are now. So, oh wait, wait, is he back? No. All right, you guys go back to what you were doing. Thank you. Nice cameo. Bye. Smell you
like,
later.
thank God.
Checks in the mail.
So yeah, those are my great nephews.
Great nephews. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll see if I can show this on a the person who can't be with us. I'll see if this shows up on the screen.
Ah,
oh
oh my God, he's in Japan.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
Daniel skiing.
Show the
Yeah.
crab too, Mom.
The crab.
show the
Oh my
crab.
God. Okay.
Yeah, that photo's great.
Okay.
Wait,
This
I'm
is
gonna
insane.
put my glasses on for this.
See how big that crab is?
Oh, it's huge.
Whoa.
Good grief.
Gigantic.
I hope
It's
it was
a
dead.
giant Hokkaido crab.
I think it might be alive.
Oh
I think
my.
they sell them
I think
alive.
it is alive.
Yeah.
Did
Wait,
he,
um,
did he
Yeah,
eat
the
it?
one with him hiking with Mount Ito in the background.
yeah. Okay, here's one more that's super crazy good.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Amazing.
awesome.
Wow.
Whoa,
What a cool shot.
he looks like a Yeti.
What a cool shot.
He looks like
like
he's on
he's
gonna
Discovery
die
Channel
out in
or
the
something, you know?
wilderness.
He's
They're-
like,
they're
I
hiking
am
off to the
mountain
things
man.
that aren't even groomed, they're
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just fresh
crazy.
powder.
Just skiing like a crazy man.
just craziness. Wait, there's one. Okay, he's a tiny little dot, but this is
Yeah, I see him.
it's a
What?
hot,
Hot Springs.
Wow.
it's a,
That's insane.
Wow,
That
That's
is
beautiful.
insanely beautiful.
what an adventure.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So proud of him.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
All right.
He doesn't.
anyway, sorry.
No,
Well,
that's look.
To
What
bring
does
it,
get
to bring
together
it full
for?
circle, it's nice that Louise was sort of that water skiing picture, like that she embraced life and got out there and did things. That's what Daniel does in our family. He's always
Yeah.
pulling us
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
our comfort zone. But
Right.
it's nice
Oh,
that
yeah.
it's nice that Louise had that side of her, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
really
and when she married Donald, they got. I mean, I don't know if you would call just going on a cruise adventurous, but it was an adventure for them, and they traveled a lot of places. And she said, had it not been for Donald, she never would have done those things. It just didn't.
That's
Like,
nice.
Yeah, like they went to Hawaii,
A
and
couple times, 2 or 3.
they went riding on ATVs somewhere. I have pictures of that somewhere.
Oh my God.
But so she did all kind of crazy adventures with Donald, and that was just
I'm
fab.
having a little bit of trouble picturing Donald on an ATV.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, but they did it. They went on an ATV.
Like Donald got on an ATV. What?
Yeah, and it didn't fall over. So yeah.
Nice.
Oh God.
Jana Donald was kind of a big guy, just FYI.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was. He was the big guy.
Yeah.
He was a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
He was a very nice man.
Oh, he
A
was
couple
so-
times we met him. He really was just a big personality, just a big, sweet guy.
Oh, and Emily's seen it, but nobody else has seen it. I have this rather interesting photo album that Donald had from when he was in Korea.
With the service.
Yeah,
In the
so he
Army.
was a Korean was he in
Soldier?
he was in the Navy.
He's in the Navy. That's
Yeah, he was in the
US
Navy, US Navy in Korea, and he bought one of these beautiful albums. It's made of wood, and it's got anyway, it's really
All
pretty.
sorts of
But
cool decorations.
yeah, but there were lots of pictures in there, kind of interesting photos.
Kind of racy from
Um,
social events.
Some
in a
some
club,
social events
at
that he
nightclubs.
attended
It was
at a
interesting.
nightclub with some
With
ladies.
dancers.
Well, he was
Dancers.
in the Navy.
And he was in the Navy.
Mom.
It's like
Oh,
Navy
it was
pictures.
really
but-
cute.
I
it's
have one
really-
of those pictures and it's right there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you do.
Oh my God, go get it, Emily. We have to
Yeah,
see
go
it.
get it. We want to see it.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
getting the whole album, but I want
Does
to
it
see
come
it.
Take
off?
that picture off the wall.
Does it come off the wall?
You
Oh,
know,
it's pretty cute.
I
She
don't
picked
know
out-
if it is.
It's
I think
okay.
I might have done that one with, I live in
Yeah,
an
it's stuck
apartment,
on.
so I have a bunch of stuff
It's
like
small.
stuck onto the walls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
so-
taking apart the
Strips.
All right,
decoration is a
whatever.
good idea. I don't think that's
Yeah.
Send it to
necessary.
the,
But
send it to
anyway.
the family group chat. Take a picture of it and put it on the
Yeah.
chat thread.
Yeah, we can do that. But anyway.
We could do that.
Yeah, so the other thing that I don't think people knew about Donald, he was a ventriloquist,
Yeah.
and he had, I know. So
I don't like that.
when we would go to Sebring and stay in the house, which was, after we were helping Louise move out of the house and all that, which was a lot of, going through stuff. And then we kept seeing his 2 dummies, I guess that's what they're called.
Like
Or
the ones you see on the
ventriloquist
Sullivan
dolls.
Show,
Yeah, one looked kind of like Howdy Doody, and the other one looked, and
Farmer.
I mean, I had to throw a blanket over them. I was like, ah,
They're sitting there right now.
they're still sitting there now. kind of,
I
I
have an
don't know,
easier time picturing him doing ventriloquist than ATV
riding
riding.
an
ATV.
ATV. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe so.
I'm buying that.
Yeah, but they creeped me out, I'm telling you. And yes, I'm sure all the colored pencils are going to be shared amongst all the folks that live at that assisted living.
Yeah, they have a little recreation
There's a
department.
recreation department and they do stuff.
Oh, good. Good. I know Julie was like, oh my God, all the pencils. And I was like, oh my God, all the pencils.
Never saw so many pencils in your life.
She told me about those colored
Oh, I
pencils.
have.
If I was still in art school, I would have had to lay claim to them, but
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the other
You know
fun
what
thing,
I'm talking about.
like,
Mhm.
so Louise was a bit of a hoarder, go figure, right?
But a tidy
But
hoarder.
organized,
Orderly.
everything was organized. And
Very.
she would use a pencil till it was like, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
had little nubs of pencils, and she also had the numbers memorized. Like
What
she,
numbers?
the numbers on the, Vicky knows what I'm
They have,
talking about.
yeah, they have numbers. Like,
Oh,
So
the-
she
the
would have
color.
the
Carved into
numbers
them.
on the pencils memorized. And so if she was coloring, she would say things like, well, this needs more some 413, because or
Didn't it?
whatever the number was. Like
She
just
actually was
knew.
an excellent mathematician. Like she was an excellent student and she like did great in math and science. Like
Yeah.
she actually
Well,
was
that's why she became a nurse.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Because you got to do math to be a nurse. Especially when she became a nurse, you really had to do math because you would have to figure out dosage on mics per kilo all the time. And it wasn't like pre-dosed like a lot of things are now. So you
Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. No, her brain really
Or, and then the way you would hang an IV, they didn't have like smart pumps like they do now where you can just set a rate. You had to hang it a certain way so that the rate would be right. So anyway.
this is Chimera.
Oh, look at my baby grand cat.
so he's so beautiful.
Isn't she pretty girl?
She's
Sorry.
gorgeous girl.
And she's over it.
And she's
Yeah.
over it. She's like, okay, see ya. Bye.
Yeah.
All right.
The other one's, somewhere else, the grumpy one.
It looks
Oh,
like it's
Daenerys.
find.
Daenerys is very grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Julia, I looked up the DES thing.
Yeah.
Here's another baby here we want to meet before they run away too. But it was
Oh,
1940 to
cutie.
19. Oh, sweetie. Who's
That's
that?
John Thomas.
This
Yeah.
is John Thomas.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God, that's so cute. That's perfect.
He was named that before she met him.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
what.
hilarious.
Wow.
So, Jana, you were saying about it,
Yeah.
the DES?
That DES was 19. It surprised me. It was 1940 to 1971, which is how we both could have gone through so
Wow.
much.
So they were
Yeah.
still doing it.
Yeah, because that was the
Holy
thing. Julia
shit.
was surprised
you?
because I'm a DES daughter and I was born in 60. And so to have been that much older, but they started in
Yeah.
40 and they continued
Yeah.
through 70.
Oh,
And see, they really thought it was some kind of miracle drug because, Ada had had so many miscarriages. And so this was the drug that allowed her to give birth to Louise, So, it was
it's
like,
why we're
oh, this
here.
miracle. Yeah. And then, but, it affected her so adversely, so, but. It was interesting, even though Louise never could have any children, she always, she treated us like we were her special children when we were little. And then she married a man who had 8 children.
Yeah.
And so even though they were grown, it was like she just treated his whole family like that was her family, which is a real blessing. So, yep. Well, you guys are awesome to share all these nice memories. It makes me very glad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a long, 3 years, 4 years
yeah, it's been,
since she really went downhill.
well, it's an even
Became so
longer road
dependent,
than that.
but it's rewarding as well.
Yeah,
well, and you guys are amazing. Everything you did for her. I mean,
Well,
know,
and it was
you
never,
really went above and beyond, and I'm sure. I mean, obviously, she appreciated it. We do. I mean,
yeah, and it was
She
never
did.
for one moment unpleasant
No,
dealing with her, even when
No.
things were looking really grim, it was never,
yeah.
never hard to talk to Louise.
I don't know. I had some moments with her.
Well, you did. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, she just would get so riled up,
she-
and I would
she-
have to say, Louise,
Yeah,
just
she panicked,
stop,
you know.
stop. You have to stop and
Yeah.
just focus for a second. But I could always, get her to focus, and
Yeah.
I'll never
Yeah,
forget that
sometimes
that
couple
week
times
with her in Tampa. Boy, that was, she went from just lying in the bed to being able to walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if I ever told y'all this. It was so crazy, but we got Jake coming. I'll tell you guys another time. It's not that crucial. There's children descending upon our home.
The quads are there.
One of the
like-
quads, I think, is on. I hear him. You want to meet Jake real quick?
I like the story about how the hospice was the launching pad. I thought
The
that
launching
was,
Oh,
pad.
yeah.
Hey, Jake,
that,
here,
that was precious.
come say hello.
But I have to say, I'm really sorry that the sisters are both gone. I mean, it hurts my
Yeah.
heart. And I didn't really know them, but I know you, and it's just hard to imagine.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were always, well, they went through a period where they weren't close, but that's kind of, water under the bridge, where Louise really went a little nutty, but they just picked right back up, and they were always so close, and they always were best of friends. And I think the best thing is that, I have a sister like that, and my daughters have a sister like that. So this is Jake.
Jake. Hey, Jake.
One of the quads. All right, good, nice cameo.
Hey, Jake.
Catch you later. Oh, you want to see who these people are? That's Emily. You know Emily. Rachel. That's my sister in California. Hey,
I'm
and
her
then that's
sister.
my nephew.
I could put you on speaker view
Michael.
again. So if everybody says something, wait, Michael, you talk for a sec. So you go on first.
Hello.
Say,
Nice to meet you.
that's
I'm
Michael. He's in Boston in a frat house.
I don't know. Not a frat house.
Yeah, sure.
He doesn't know what that means.
Flop house. That's Vicky, my sister. Say hi.
Hey,
All right,
nice
David.
to meet you. Thanks for keeping my sister company.
Nice to meet you too.
There's David. He's in the shadows. He's a mafia.
Hi
guy.
there.
No, he's not. There's David. He's in California somewhere.
All right. Let it wrap it.
All right. You guys are awesome. And apparently I have to make macaroni. So
Booty
Okay.
calls.
yeah. And
Right, so we
hey,
will-
girls, catch up with me later because I need to talk to you about some stuff. So but when you have time.